TEDxDavenport is back at the Adler Theater this time later this month, and the theme this time is Epiphany. The speakers will share very innovative ideas, all kinds of things from business and culture to new art forms. Andrea Olson, director of TEDxDavenport, is here with an exciting lineup.
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe the diversity is unbelievable.
It's crazy. It's
Bagpipes.
Across the board.
One of them is about the history of bagpipes, for heaven's sake.
Who doesn't like bagpipes?
Who doesn't, right? And you're going to hear, so a TEDx talk for people who aren't familiar, how would you describe it, Andrea?
A TEDx talk is pretty much a 10 to 15 minute talk on a single idea that's unique to that person. So it's something where their background, their experience, their knowledge is coming to the stage around a central concept that only really they can speak to.
It's always a very concentrated, 10 to 15 minutes is not a long time, but they get out this most fascinating information. You can watch them online and you know what we're talking about. In person, it's probably a nice dynamic.
Oh, it's incredible. And that's why we actually postponed the event for the last 2 years, because we couldn't have it in person due to COVID and the pandemic. So we actually pushed everything out to this year, and we had some speakers that had to drop out due to logistical issues and of course pandemic issues, but we have a lineup of a dozen amazing speakers this year.
Well, so this is an all-day thing? What time does it start on that Saturday?
It starts at noon, it runs to about 4 o'clock.
Okay, so this is, you're gonna hear from how many different people?
A dozen.
A dozen people, and overcoming obstacles, women in leadership, politics and faith, history of bagpipes. I mean, this is the lineup. This is the for real lineup, you guys. So who picked this, Andrea? Is this your little baby here?
Yeah, no, all the speakers, it's a combination of people that apply to speak, and we go through thousands of applications throughout the year, and then we also curate some speakers. So we look at people nationally, locally, and regionally, and try to find people with unique ideas that are really suitable for the TED stage.
They are unique. Improv and leadership. Improv.
Yeah, Kevin Reome is actually from Second City, Chicago. And so he's talking about how improv actually can help your leadership skills.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun
And he
is
trains
that?
on improv as well.
Redefining heroism.
Yes, so Michael Hurley is actually a former CIA officer. And he's going to talk about heroism and stories from Afghanistan and just a whole bunch of kind of war history and how heroes can really come from anywhere, that we need to look at heroes in a different way. It's not just those people that are, you know, running out into the field, but they are every day in our lives.
And how cool is that that's live? Now, do you know what this dude's doing right here?
Oh, yes, Dustin James. He chopped a piece of wood as kind of his big finale to his talk. He was talking about kind of being a leader and having confidence and, you know, kind of pushing forward through your own obstacles and that was his little kind of ending bit there.
And it worked out, because if he would have missed, or it wouldn't have, the wood wouldn't have not been, then that would have been kind of but it's all live, and the person's right there. And so just think of the variety you get to. So let's say you're sitting through the slide guitar performance, and you're thinking, well, of course, it's probably excellent. But you're thinking, well, what's next? Well, what's next is human trafficking.
Yes.
I mean, these topics.
Yes, Rebecca Bender, actually, she is a victim of human trafficking. She was actually human trafficked many years ago. And so she's going to talk about not only her experience, but how to identify human trafficking in just your daily life, like going to the grocery store.
What about Aaron Warner, who's going to speak on the dark web?
Yes, so that's a little sketchy, because he actually talks about the real places and real websites and real transactions on the dark web. And actually, people that sell on the dark web, it's kind of just like Amazon. They actually have star ratings for people that are selling, you know, illegal products.
So if you've never heard of this, or even if you have, I mean, think what you're going to learn. I mean, you're going to learn about the dark web, and you're going to learn about bagpipes. And the last topic is slavery and genealogy. Yes,
Terry Franklin is a lawyer, and he actually found out that his great-great-great-grandmother was freed by her owner and actually kind of inherited his land. And there were people out there that said, no, this isn't legal. And she actually went to court and fought to retain the right to the land.
Wow.
It's fascinating.
I mean, this is very special that we're having this in the Quad Cities. It's at the Adler Theater this year, which means more than 2,000 people get to be there. Let's just fill it up, folks. TEDxDavenport.com. So go online to get your tickets now.
Yep, go to the Adler Theater Box Office or Ticketmaster.com. Grab your tickets. They're about $20. So that's really just $2 a speaker. I mean, you can't beat that.
And it is Saturday, June 25th. And Andrew, thank you for bringing it to the Quad Cities. It's very special.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much. Great to be here.
Yeah, thank you.